most of the people that watch my videos don't subscribe or aren't subscribed. Obviously, like, I'm a small creator. I'm like a minuscule creator. So please subscribe and like, cause like I need multiple streams of income. All right, good afternoon. It is currently Friday the 19th, 1 p.m. and I start student teaching in 3 days. And basically, as the title of the video says, is it worth it to become a teacher in 2025? Honestly, I'm gonna say no. Unless you're very passionate about teaching. And I'm guessing the vast majority of people are not passionate about teaching these days. Now, why is it not worth becoming a teacher? Because it sucks. I'm gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna give you the answer right now. I think no, but we'll leave that for now. Right now, I just want to give an update. As I said, I'm student teaching in 3 days. You know, I posted a video 2 weeks ago, and I said I was gonna upload like weekly. That didn't happen, but I'm pretty excited. You know, my first day. It's gonna be Monday, and then it's gonna be Rosh Hashanah that Monday night, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, there's no school or classes. So it's gonna be basically like D-Day this Monday, and then 2 days off, which is pretty chill actually. I can't even lie. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how it goes. I'm gonna be making my schedule that day, and allegedly, according to how my professors are making everything sound, I'm gonna have no time to do anything ever. So here are some things that I think I'm gonna still have time to do, because I feel like they're a little bit BSing about it, because like, oh, you're technically a first year teacher, but you're not really a first year teacher, whatever. I think I'm still have time to do everything. I'm gonna give an update. I like this idea actually. I just thought of it. I'm gonna name everything I do now, and then as you know, as the school year progresses, I'm gonna be like, you know what, I actually don't have time to do this anymore. So let's get started. So the first thing that I think I'm not gonna be able to do is probably read. I'm currently sitting in between 4 books right now. One is about the Trail of Tears. One is about generational slave trauma. Another one's about the Holocaust, and then another one is about school reform in multi-ethnic communities like New York City and Boston and stuff like that. So why do I think I'm not gonna have time? It actually depends. So this book about urban reform and this book about the Holocaust, they're more informational and like anecdotal, so I actually take notes. Yeah, so I take notes when I read them, and so it's a lot more laborious of a process when I'm reading, and then I have to stop to take notes every now and then. So I think those types of activities, like where I'm gonna actually be doing like real learning, is a little harder, because it just takes a lot more time and a lot more like mental capacity, and especially when you're working with kids all day, you might not have a lot of room for mental capacity or mental, like, I don't know, just like debriefing with reading. But for books like this generational slave trauma, Homegoing, and then this one, The Trail of Tears, it's accurate history, but it's told in like a fictional story. It's a real story, but it's told fictionally, like, you know what I mean, like a non-fiction event, but it's told as a fictional story. Yeah, you get it. Okay, whatever. I think these are gonna be easier to keep up with, especially since I'm almost done with this one. Well, I'm not almost done, but like I'm like, that's like, I don't know, like 60% of the way. I'll be generous. This one I haven't even gone like halfway through, but I'll have time to do it. And so I think that's one of the areas that I think I will have a lot less time for. Another thing I feel like I'm not gonna have a lot of time for, obviously, is going to the gym. Like, I'm just gonna be tired all day, and I'm already inconsistent with the gym, so it's gonna be hard to stay like really like dialed in on that. But we'll see. Hopefully I could stay tuned in on it and everything. Because the gym, I go, at most, I'll go 2 to 3 times a week. Like, it's already not looking too good with the gym, but that's another area that I think probably is going to see a little bit of lackluster motivation for, especially after like a long day of teaching. Considering the fact that I'm like, it's not just me student teaching like from like 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. I also have classes after. It also takes me time to get to the class, takes me time to get to school. So in reality, I'm not even working like an 8 to 2. I'm working like a 7 to 5. But I'm not really doing work. It's just like school. Or is it going to be like student teaching, school, and then I go home. Okay, another area that I think I'm not going to have a lot of time for is cooking. I do like cooking a lot. What I do want to do is get into meal prepping, which I think is it's going to be like mandatory, especially since I'm not going to be home like all day. and I don't want to spend money because I'm broke. I'm gonna be a freaking student teacher. I'm not making any money, and so I need to learn how to save money and like stay healthy while doing it. Especially if I'm not going to the gym, I have to really watch what I eat, so I can't. It's like a push and pull type of thing. You know what I mean? Another thing is just trying to like go out and like enjoy myself, because I already do that like once a week, like by myself, and so it's gonna get hard if I'm just like swamped with so much work, especially like if I'm out the house all day and then like on the weekends I gotta like do a cleaning day or something like that. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be hard to juggle just being an adult and balancing work life, because I never really had trouble doing that, because like in the past I've had school and then I had work, but school wasn't really hard, and work, I didn't really have a hard job because I worked like 3-hour shifts. So work life didn't really exist because there wasn't anything of substance to like negotiate between work and life. But now it's actually gonna get serious, and I'm actually an adult, so I have real world responsibilities, so I'm actually gonna have to fucking dial in. And so some developments actually in the past month that I have been really like staying honed in on is having a calendar that I fill out and cross out. It actually makes things a lot easier, especially with assignments. Yeah, my dumbass always forgets to do assignments, but now I can't really forget because I have them written out and this is next to my bed like every day. So it actually is a really good thing to have a calendar, especially as a teacher, when you have like, I don't know, if I assign in a homework assignment and like a project and I completely forget about it, you know. But it actually is very beneficial to keep yourself organized when you have a lot on your plate. We got a lot of chip in your dip. One thing I'm actually scared of is getting sick, because bro, oh my god, getting sick with kids, like you're in school all day with kids that don't really have the best hygiene. You're gonna get sick often, especially since it's like a breeding ground for like airborne illness. Yeah, and the kids will sneeze on you and they don't really care, that type of thing. But here's another thing here's another goal that I have. I'm gonna completely cut out TikTok, Instagram, social media, that type of thing. I want to really like go ghost. I'm gonna tell you right now that is not gonna happen 100% ghost. I know myself, but hopefully it does happen and I prove myself wrong. But yeah, that's my goal, to cut out like all that, because bro, I spend like 7-8 hours a day on my phone, and obviously that's not gonna be productive at all. And so if I cut out 7-8 hours a day, I can do more stuff like read, go to the gym, work on assignments, things like that. And let me be honest right now, bro, these assignments at school, I'm not really gonna be like super dialed in on them, because bro, I mean, as of right now, I have no idea if I'm gonna be able to be dialed in. I have no idea if student teaching is really as hard as it's made to be, because like the way my professors talk about it is like this is like gonna be the hardest thing of your life. I have no idea. I've worked with kids for a while, as I said in my old video, so I kind of know what to expect, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad, especially when you're passionate about it. You want to do this. You're kind of like locked in. Yeah, let me get to the other point of this video. Why is it not worth to become a teacher in 2025? Let's just be honest. You kind of gotta like put up with a lot as a teacher, and if you've been to school before, if you're watching this, especially in the United States, you're obligated to go to school. You know how teachers get treated a lot of the time. Obviously, kids are kids. They'll be a little bit like disrespectful here and there, but like there's some times where kids are genuinely like rude, mean, actually like genuinely hurt your feelings, and you gotta put up with that. But it's hard, especially like with people that aren't cut out for it. Like obviously, like we're in the generation like you could say anything you want, you can't really get in trouble, but not everyone's cut out to be disrespected constantly every single day of their lives. They can't really put up with it. Some people can, some people can't. But in general, vast majority of people can't put up with that, and no one's gonna take disrespect like that, especially as a teacher from a child. So that's one reason it's not worth it. It's just like the mental load. Kids are not nice. You don't get paid enough, definitely. New York City, you get paid starting salary like $71,000 right now, or next year, next session. It's not worth it, generally speaking, especially living in New York City, the economy we live in. I will say though, if you live in a place like New York City that's currently trying to expand their teacher force, you will get a job. You will always have a job, especially in this current work climate. Like a guaranteed job is pretty nice with pension benefits and things like that. It is very nice to have. And you know, it's not a luxury a lot of people have across the United States, especially considering the job market is like actually like the most fried it's been in the last like 4 years since COVID. So that's definitely a plus. You'll always have a job. You might not get the specific area you want, but you'll have a job, you'll be making money. Another reason is there's so much schooling that goes into it. In New York City, if you work in the DOE, you have to go and get your master's. It's non-negotiable. And so 4 years of school plus 2 years of master's, if people don't get financial aid or people don't get scholarships, that's like tens of thousands of dollars, and you're making $71,000 a year when you start. It's not exactly the investment that a lot of people will see and think of and be like, oh yeah, that's worth it. And you know, we have a lot of credentials as a teacher, there's a lot of professional development, and just it's not enough. And people are gonna say like, oh, you get 2 months off, you get Christmas off, you get spring break off. Yeah, people work for those days off. It's not like oh, you're gonna work and then you get this. It's you work for this because you put up with these children all year long, 5 days a week. Like, I would argue that first year teaching is probably like top 5 hardest jobs like starting like ever, especially if you have no experience. 50% of teachers in the United States back in 2014 have never stepped foot in a classroom. They had no experience coming in, and you're a first year teacher like that. Obviously this was 2014, so it's a lot different now, but those are our teachers now, like from 2014, so it does matter. And considering the fact that like in New York City a lot of people only do 1 college semester of student teaching, that is not enough. I'm doing a full year, and even then it's not enough like to really grasp what's going on and how you should be doing things, how you should set up a system and things like that. Is very hard. Another thing is, beyond the students disrespecting you, parents really are a problem now. 100%, they are a bigger problem than they were 10-15 years ago. And it's just, as a parent, you can't expect the teacher to do everything. There has to be a home life with a healthy attachment to education. Like, kids need to be doing homework, they need help from their parents. And a lot of the time, parents just don't help them, or they expect them to do everything in school. And it's completely unrealistic, and it really adds to the trauma that this job gives you when everyone is against you, especially if you have a bad administration in your school. Like, that's a whole other thing. Like, it's like a bad HR department in corporate America. Like, it's really, I've worked with bad administrations before. It's pretty bad. And to be honest, we could kind of wrap up the video right there. You know, I just kind of thought this up. I need to get a video out before Monday, because like, that's the thing. I'm thinking to do every Friday a video like this, because I don't have class, and I'll be able to like kind of debrief the week like that, because like it doesn't really make sense to do a beginning of the week video. And so yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then maybe like, you know, I'll do like a debrief of the week, and then I'll do like another thing like this, like, oh, is it worth becoming a teacher in 2025? But like, I'll do another video, like, I don't know, maybe like a small video essay, whatever. But that's the plan for now. I will definitely do the updates weekly, be like, hey, I haven't had time to do this, but you know, I got another goal done, you know, I got off social media for the week, blah blah blah. That type of thing will definitely be getting done, whatever. But I will make an effort to update, and I will do that. And so I appreciate you watching this video. Please like and subscribe. You know, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, I just thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it, and hopefully in a week from now I'll have 3 days of teaching done, so I'll be able to update and let you guys know how it went. So thank you, I appreciate it. Again, I've said it a lot, but thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, let me know, start a discussion. Goodbye.